movie.
Yeah, man. So this is Audio Files 2.0. You see
Yeah.
us? We're live. It's still weird starting this like this, but we're here. So what
Yeah,
are you
man.
gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Not a
You're not gonna do
damn
anything.
thing.
My
You
name's
ain't doing
Rashad
shit.
Peters. Here with my co-host Dustin Brookshire.
Yeah.
As you can see here, we have a blank ohm session. This is episode 26, by the way. Let me
Yeah.
finish the intro before we get right into ohm. Episode 26. You could find us online at the Audio Files Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and SoundCloud. On Twitter, it's TAFPod, TAFPODD. Yeah, man. I can't believe I just knelt that intro.
Banged it.
Almost.
The double
Little
D's.
the double D's. Usually I'm reading off of a little thing, a notepad. But anyway,
All skill at this point.
all skill. We've done it so many times, thousands of times, right? Oh
Mm-hmm.
wait, no, this is episode 26. Sorry.
Yeah. Only
If you count
26
all the
times.
mess ups, it's probably more. It's probably like thousands. Yeah, man. So we have a blank ohm session here. We're just gonna make beats today, as the kids say.
Yeah.
Make beats.
Bang out in the stew.
Bang out in the stew, cooking up all the shit. So you said you felt like making some dark shit. By the way, if you've never seen this show, which no one has, so you're gonna see everything from my perspective. So you're only going to hear like the regions that we drag in and the stuff coming from like my keyboard. Dustin will do his thing on his end, and we'll try and vamp time while he's like creating and being a great musician like he is. So just a disclaimer.
Might have overstated that one just a touch.
It's all right. We're all great musicians.
That's
Dustin.
right. We all create.
It's all coming from you, so, and you can't be wrong. So, all right. Anyway, enough of my Bob Ross stock. Let's get started. We're gonna start with what are we gonna start with, Dustin? What do you think we should start with?
I think I got. Yeah, I think we should definitely start with melody.
Yeah.
I'm not into starting with drums anymore. Like that seems like such an old school technique, and I think we've talked about it before, man. Like I just can't. The drums got to come last almost for me. Well, not last, but they definitely
later.
They come further down the line because it's I don't know, drums. It just seems like as far as sound selection and drums, you can build easier drums into a melody than you can kind of a melody into a drum sometimes.
Yeah.
People may disagree with me, but for me personally, like that's where I'm at.
Yeah, everybody has a different take on that. It definitely does feel more old school to start with drums. I think that's just because like all of the YouTube videos that I used to watch, all of them motherfuckers start with drums. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna start with drums. And like that didn't really play to my strength though. Like I've never been a drummer, so it was like I didn't really know what I was doing behind the drums. So like to start with them, it kind of fucked my whole beat up.
Yeah, I agree. And like if I was watching Marcus Kincaid on YouTube because he made a YouTube comeback the other day. He posted like 3 videos.
Oh, wow.
If you haven't checked out Landmark video or Landmark Music on YouTube, go check it out. Like it's fun, inspiring stuff. But I think to quote him, quoting Illmind, Illmind was talking about, I guess, that if you can't, vibe and ride out to the melody, like what's the point, You got to be able to rock with just the melody itself. Like that's where a lot of it's going to come to. And like that kind of spoke to me when he said that. So like that was, I've started with melodies, I think on the last probably 150 beats that I've done at this point. We'll just go back like 2 years at this point. I think everything's been melody started, or at least some type of sound versus drums.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the way to go. You see a lot of cats online using that method too now. It's just like I said, it's just playing to your strengths. Like if you've never been a drummer or you don't know how to drum necessarily, like why would you ever start with drums unless you're using a step sequencer, which makes sense, but like still you wouldn't know where to put the kick to make it sound like a drummer's really playing it if you're just starting. Like you wouldn't know like how to make the snares interesting to kind of break up the monotony of the drums. You wouldn't there's a lot of things you wouldn't know if you weren't like a real drummer. But like
Right.
everybody had a keyboard, it feels like, at a certain point in time that's doing this.
Yeah.
Most people are way more familiar with the keyboard. You
Yeah,
know?
definitely. I think more producers probably started on the keys, unless they started on an MPC. And man, I
That's a
don't
good point.
to go off on another tangent. As far as the MPC is concerned, I watched a video on the live today, and dude, I don't know. I might be sold. I might be sold on the live.
I've been sold on that thing.
Wow.
What was the video about? Do you remember?
Who was it? Sonic Academy. I may be misspeaking. I'll have to pull up my YouTube history, but they basically had what's his name, Andy, I think, from Akai Pro, in the studio there, and they were just kind of breaking it down, showing how you could work with clips and how the clips will time sync automatically when you're working with audio clips and shit like that.
Wow.
Just automatically time sync to your product. Yeah, I was like, oh,
Like Ableton.
yes, basically. Yeah, it was
Wow.
it was pretty damn nice. Um
That's incredible. I mean,
yeah,
like that was the thing too. Like all my Ableton bud or homies were like, oh, that new MPC Live looks dope, but it ain't fucking with the warp feature on Ableton, and it's not fucking with the sampling on Ableton. I was like, I don't know. They have a warp feature in there. I was like,
right.
I mean, it has to be pretty close if they're gonna put it out right now,
Yeah.
especially with like Ableton is really killing shit in the production market. Like their market share got
Yeah.
way bigger this year. It feels like, or last year, 2016.
Yeah, there's definitely way more Ableton videos on YouTube now than Ableton and FL Studio. FL Studio is
FL,
probably in that
yeah,
probably in that same boat as well, where it's just like, holy shit, you guys just came up this year.
yeah. FL like took a big leap this year. People have been fucking with FL though. Like FL11 was probably like the one that kind of sold everybody on it.
Yeah,
Just
right.
based on like ease of use and like the whole trap scene kind of exploding
Yep.
around the time that released. But it's just, I mean, like you're kind of, my homie Prop makes a good point. You're gonna have to kind of know about everything.
That's
You're gonna
true.
have to have a hand in all these different sort of things. Like it's not just going to be like, oh, I'm an MPC guy and that's all I. Well, you could be, but like chances are situations will arise where you'll need to know like some Ableton, you'll need to know some Logic, you'll need to know some Reason. So, it's just it's an interesting time to be making music. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
There's a lot of good shit.
it's definitely beneficial to know multiple sources to make music in, because they all kind of have their benefits and their perks and their things that they do well, and that's definitely being able to just switch from one to the other seamlessly. Man, it's just clutch.
Crazy. What you got going on over there, man?
I'm working on a melody, but I'm trying to get the timing right on this.
Working diligently over there. I can
Yeah.
see the concentration in your face. That's what's up. Yeah.
Trying to multitask, talk and be on the damn keys here.
Right.
Oh,
Be on your music mode.
that's right.
Why don't you try like walking us through like what you did? A little bit.
Man, yeah, I dropped this. Whoa,
Oh, I see.
I was working in Machine earlier, and I'd been in kind of a let's not do that. I'd been in kind of a slump as far as like coming up with ideas lately, and
Mhm.
I'd been writing most of my music in Logic. So when you're in Logic, some of the tools in Logic are, I'll probably get shit for saying this, but like they're really designed for being a musician and playing.
Okay.
There's not a lot of like cheat tools. There is like the chord tool in there, and there's like the arpeggio tool, but the chord tools in Machine are way more advanced than probably any other system that I've ever fucked with. I mean, they just have banks. There's 8 banks of major chords and 8 banks of minor chords that basically from 1 to 8 in these chord banks kind of go from real basic chords like your triads to getting into some like real jazzy shits, 9ths, 11ths, 13ths and shit like that. And I kind of had forgot about that. So like going back in the process, like we had talked about a long time ago on the podcast, and learning the modes, like I'm now able to go in and use these chord banks that are in there, but applying them with the module or modal, I guess, not module, modal knowledge that I have regarding the
Right.
music theory. So
Right.
being able to do that, I'm like, shit, I've been sleeping on myself, basically, like not combining the two pieces of knowledge together. So
So is that what you did here? You were what were you fucking around with in here?
I was in Machine. I just kind of took a pad and
Let's hit play.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
So now the interesting thing about this pad was, and like I think we've talked about this before, resampling. I actually recorded this pad at 120 BPM. In actuality, though, to get it to fit this 2-bar loop that I made, I had to bump it down to 92 because, like, I heard it. There's a rhythm to the pad, like it's got that little like pulse to it.
Right.
That
a compression sound.
yeah, like a kind of just a pumping to go with it. But when I recorded it at 120, like it didn't make sense. So I honestly played it at 120 with no metronome, just played the notes in there, and then Machine has the drag and drop, so you can just drag and drop and put it on another pad. So then I just triggered the pad and fucked with the time until the time was right on it, and it came out to be 92 beats per minute. So there we go. There's our first little idea, and hopefully this is looping.
It's at 92 then?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta change that.
The tempo is. I was like, oh, this is not quite 2 bars. Yeah, that looks way better. Okay. Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
Check me out, though. What? Oh, this is. Are we recording right now?
Yes. We're doing this live.
Sorry. Yeah. So you're playing in D minor.
Yeah. So it is D minor, and it went. Let me figure out what it actually went a D minor first inversion, D sustain 4, and then G minor first inversion.
I think I got something.
Yeah, buddy. That's fucking teamwork.
Let me see about it.
Yeah, man. But these chord banks in Machine are kind of no joke, and like I said, it's interesting. Somebody pointed out on a video, I think from ADSR Sounds the other day on YouTube, because there is a new update for all the Machine users out there, the 2.6 free update that comes with some nice new features if you haven't checked it out, like snapshotting and man, what else was in there? Snapshotting, humanize and random mode, so you could throw random MIDI notes in there. The humanizing feature looks really nice. I was gonna grab it before I hopped on tonight, but that just didn't happen. Right. Time did not permit. So, but yeah, he was going through the video and was showing the chord banks, and yeah, man, as you kind of go up into this, you're gonna get into sevenths, ninths, slash chords, 7 dominant chords. Yeah, what else is in here? I'm looking and I'm going cheat mode right now, reading off the sheet. But yeah, man, if you're a Machine user, get on that pad mode and jump into a chord set and get busy, man, because that's like instant idea generation.
Yeah, I love those chord modes. Especially like I think Akai offers one too, where you can basically do the same thing that you were discussing, like playing different combinations of pads by just choosing the mode in the settings there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's great for people that don't know anything about theory because one, it'll make you sound like you do, and 2, you'll get to kind of learn it, right? Like,
exactly.
Fake it till you make it, I guess.
You know the one thing that always pissed me off about, like, Logic has the chord generator, and the chord generator in Logic is pretty nice. The one thing that pisses me off about it, though, is that when you record using that, it only records whatever one note you played. Right. The nice thing about Machine is that it actually outputs the actual MIDI that it's playing when you're just hitting one note or one pad.
Right.
So to speak to what you were just saying as far as like learning, like, there's your learning tool, like, so you can play this combo and make this really dope chord progression, and then you get instant, like, gratification in being able to see what it was that you played. So yeah, super beneficial. It's nice to have these little, I call them cheats and easy mode and shit, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with having cheats and easy mode. Sometimes you'll hit droughts writing music, and you gotta have easy modes to get back into it. And, you never know what'll spark creativity.
That's definitely true. That's why I like I think we talked about it earlier on the podcast. I like going over my old stems and just like taking the parts out of them. Like I was going through a phase where I was just deleting everything because I wanted to start finishing. But
we had a deep conversation about that one day. I remember.
We did. But I've definitely gone back to like actually saving my stems. But I finish a lot more too.
Yeah.
So it was beneficial. Like I basically finish every time. I just won't I won't go over again. Like I won't put that polish on it. I'll just kind of leave it how it is. But yeah, man, let me lay this melody down. I think I got something. There's no counting.
I'm over here and can't hear shit, but yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm outside of the building and I'm feeling myself.
Outside of the building. All my Mac Dre fans are not amused.
Nah, much respect to Mac Dre. Love Mac Dre. No disrespect intended.
For sure, love Mac Dre. That's hilarious.
Just the shenanigans.
So I'm outside the building.
Some of us can't get inside the building.
Shit. I mean, like, that's just a fact of life sometimes. You can't get in the building. Can't get in. Speaking of getting in, I'm going to add an audio track here just so I can export and then import the audio in. That's rack 1. I'm going to bounce that out.
Meanwhile, while you're doing that, I'm gonna actually throw just let's just throw massive in here, and then I'm gonna drag and drop the MIDI so that people can see this MIDI that gets inputted or outputted from a machine.
Word.
Yeah.
I think that is not the one. That is.
There we go.
Bada bing.
Now, the only thing to keep in mind with that MIDI is that was recorded at 120 beats per minute versus project tempo of 92 beats per minute.
It should automatically adjust, though, right? That's what MIDI's for.
Yeah. Did it sync on your side?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I can.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, bro. All right, so I'll let you hear what I played. I think this is. Hold on, let me mute this shit. That Massive was playing as well. That's the chords, right?
Yeah, that was just the chords. So I muted it on my end.
Okay.
So did you mean to leave the end on there?
The end on the first pattern?
Yeah. So the bars from 3 to 4.
From 3 to 4, there's no information.
Oh, okay. I got it on my side. Real life. I had a.
You said real life. I was wondering why. I was like, why is this not a full 4 bars? Like, this is only 3 bars, but I'll make it work.
Yeah. Yes, I like it.
That makes way more sense. I was wondering what was going on there. Cut that in off.
You know what? So the only problem I have with looping sounds like this is like these 2 regions that we have here on rack number 3, the audio track.
Yeah.
The transition is rough.
You could definitely hear it. I can just replay it.
Well, so like in Logic, I usually just do somewhat of a crossfade sometimes. I mean, or we could do the old janky. deal janky way and do 2 tracks.
Do 2 tracks? Yeah, you could definitely do that. I could just adjust the MIDI and re-output it too.
Yeah, let's try that so we get kind of a cleaner ending on it, or you can play along with 4 bars now since we extended that out. Repair in progress.
Gotta put my mic down. Hold on. Mic stand or mic arm is on the way.
Yeah. Operation Get Rashada mic stand is in full effect. There it goes. Home studio in the building. Getting things. Oh no, we can hear you. We got you. Got you nice and roomy, nice and reverb sound. Come with a built-in reverb and everything. I want to see this serum patch that you use. I gotta pull this up. Does this say? Yeah. Some of the stock sounds in there are phenomenal. Yeah, right. Actually, that's
so as you guys can see, this is like, there's a little bit of a process to this. It's not. I feel like I'm yelling right now because the music is loud.
Calm down, man.
Right. But it's definitely doable. Like it's not hard to do. Like to just re-import it just like that, bam. Unmute it. Like that. Adjust the levels. I can add something to kind of take the harshness off of that too. Let me see.
I got a little idea here that I might work with. Yeah, I'm throwing an instance of serum of my own.
Yes, please.
Yeah, remember with serum too, we don't. That's probably. That's. That was why it sounded so crazy on my end because it was playing both instances of serum. Yeah. Oh geez, look at all these things I don't have. Spring reverb, tube delay.
Yeah.
Goodness.
It sounds really good. I'm gonna export this.
Yeah, with the effects on there, most definitely. So let's throw this in. Let's open up some serum and see what we got here. What do we have here? People are gonna be tired of me just talking shit all the time, but it's all right.
I think this is just how it has to be for right now.
I think so too.
The music is playing.
As long as there's some music on your side. All I hear is silence right now. Damn it.
No, I wish that it worked that way.
That would be dope. Like somebody needs to talk to Ohm, and we need to get the Ohm guys back involved and be like, "Hey, look here.
These are the features that we want."
We got some ideas for you."
Yeah, definitely have some. After using it this much, I feel like I can write them like a solid email and be like, "Look, you guys need to fix this. Okay, this is unacceptable. Let me make a new audio track." It's the only thing I kind of don't like.
Yeah.
So I have to make a new audio track every time, but like I said, we're making beats on the internet right now, so like
on the internets.
that shit's happening.
I need to get over here. Fucking figure something out real quick. Quiet. There we go. Oops, wrong one.
Yeah, so I can mute this one now.
Oh, goodness. Oh, hey, look, those waveforms got a little flattened out there.
They get a little flattened out. I feel like you can fix that.
It feels like the timing of it got a little off too.
They get a little off.
That's
I wonder
interesting.
if that was how it sounded a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, it is off. I'll try and fix it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like it gave it a little. It gave all of the notes like just a smidge of a bump.
It's really weird.
Actually, like a pretty decent. Like what, 2?
It might be the delay too.
That's possible. You could probably fix it by just like sliding it back in time, right?
I'm just gonna fuck with the mix, the dry wet mix.
Gotcha. Oh.
Yeah, I think that sounds better. Delete that guy. Delete you.
Oh, and it's gone.
It's gone. Alright. So, track 3.
We're gonna close this out and go bye-bye. Go bye-bye.
Yeah, man. So, I
Oop.
can go ahead and import that. Oops. There we go.
Woo.
Importing the file as we speak. It's 56.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear it? Yeah.
Yep. I unfortunately have both of them playing. Yes, that's very nice.
Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, man. So, yeah, as you guys can see, like the interface is really easy to work with. It is a little cumbersome to try and like import and export everything, but these are like we're still kind of learning as we go along with this. So, bear with us. It's really hard, I found, to like actually hold a conversation and do the music part at the same time. It's really hard. You weren't joking around when you said it was hard.
Yeah, man, you gotta be supreme multitasker.
Yeah, that's gonna be a skill we're gonna have to develop as we go along.
15 years in corporate America for me, it's not a problem at this point. I'm good at watching YouTube and doing my work. Hope my boss isn't watching.
As we all should be.
Yes,
we all should be good at that.
I'm contributing to corporate America.
Because honestly, fuck these day jobs. I said it.
I said it loud, and I'll say it again. Fuck these day jobs.
Man, for sure. I can't keep working in a cubicle for 8 hours. 8 hours, it's a long time. If it was like 4 hours a day, I could probably do it. But 8? I don't know. I'm just grateful I have a job, honestly. I definitely want to try and get some drums in probably next round.
Yeah. I just laid this other little kind of I don't know, I guess we'll call it like a counter melody, or like a it's kind of just going I forget what it was called from the Warp Academy course, but he was talking about if you play intervals in the opposite direction that the melody is going, you come up with, I want to call them counter melodies, I think is the
Oh,
term.
contrary motion.
Yes, yeah,
Contrary.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, just to kind of give it another little sound here, but yeah, I definitely think drums are next on our menu. Oops, and the damn loop.
Yeah. All that. I've been watching this YouTube channel called The Art of Composing, and they talk a lot about counterpoint melodies, and they talk a lot about just like composition in general.
Yeah,
Um, it gets super deep. Like I had no idea that there were that many theories on how to get like a certain sound. It's really crazy. Like, and the
yeah,
guy does a really good job too of breaking it down. It almost feels like he paid for like a Skype session, and he's just kind of sitting down and like breaking down how to compose a song. Like these are what the greats did, and he's like classically trained, so it's like he'll break down classical compositions, and he'll kind of make his own composition right there too.
yeah.
It's really interesting. It's kind of dry though, like as far as
That's
theories
what
all, you know.
that's what I find about a lot of the music theory videos is that some of them, a lot of them are just like, oh yeah, right, got it. That was important. I need to know that. But I
Right.
mean, it is a lot of it is super important and super beneficial to like your knowledge of just music theory in general, and having it is super. I'm gonna say it's super important. I'm not the greatest player, but I know enough music theory that I can, fake it till I make it, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. Like it's music theory is something that if you don't need it, you don't need it. I
Yeah,
feel like, like if you're like 99.9% of people and you're like struggling to sell music, or if you're a producer, or your music just doesn't sound the way that you want it to, you
right.
should probably up your theory game a little bit, and play more, you
It'll
know.
it'll it'll never hurt. That's for sure.
That's 100% true. Even though I do find myself sometimes getting distracted by fucking tutorials and like watching fucking beat making videos. I'll
Yeah.
be like, oh shit, I'll fall down like a YouTube hole and be like, oh look who has a new beat making video up. Oh shit, he's gonna cover what? Oh shit, he covered Bryson Tiller on the piano. And
Yeah.
then you get into like, oh the art of oh shit. And now it's like 2 hours in, and you're like, "Oh no,
I'm
I'm
so far down the
lost."
YouTube rabbit hole.
Ah. That's
There's
crazy.
no hope for me.
That's so
Save
funny.
yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too much sometimes. But that like goes back to that Mike Monday. It's sort of shit. Like you need to make time for just making music and like cut all the distractions out.
Yeah.
Like turn the cell phone off if you have to, cut off the internet, all that shit.
I
You
find
know.
myself more and more when I'm working in the studio, like my phone, and except for in the case now where it was dying, I had to plug it in. But like for the most part, I'll just leave my phone off to the side on the table and just be like, go away. Turn off the
Right.
vibrate, turn off the notifications. I was like, if it's important, I'll check it every once in a while. But yeah, you're right. Like you got to cut out those distractions. I know some people even go as far as to say like turn off your Wi-Fi on your computer,
Yeah.
so that like you can't check Facebook or Twitter or whatever your social media drug of choice is.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like that you definitely have to limit distractions, and you definitely, even if it's as far as playing, I find even if I just play 10-15 minutes a day, that helps. So like
Oh, for sure.
it's definitely not a big commitment. It's kind of like the exercise thing. If you commit to exercising 20-25 minutes a day, like suddenly 20 to 25 minutes a day, it starts to feel like not enough to you, and you're like, damn,
Mm.
I need to do this more. um
Yeah. Right.
and I think music is the same way, because music is that drug, and like that, and for me it does something to my brain where I'm just like, yes, yes, creation.
Yeah.
um and when I'm
It
not
is.
creating.
It is similar to exercising. I don't mean to interrupt. It is
No, you're
similar to
good.
exercising. It's like something that you are like, man, I should do this more. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah,
But
it triggers part of your brain and get you going. That's for damn sure.
yeah, let's take a listen to what you laid down here. I just saw that you had. When did you lay this down? Did you lay this down a while ago?
No, like I literally just did that and just got the audio in there probably 30 seconds ago.
Oh, nice. Okay. I was like, am I not paying attention? All right. I see. Yeah, so it's like little accents at the end of that phrase.
Just little things, and they could be super subtle. I think in the back. I'm only listening on my headphones, so I'm trying to hear. Sounds like it could almost use some delay on it too, and some reverb just to kind of push it further into the back, I think, as well.
Definitely. We can try it and then re-export it out. I've never tried to use my MPC in here, so I don't know how this is exactly gonna work.
Give it a go. You know what? So I have used the machine in Ohm, and I'll tell you what I did with mine was basically just set up, whatever type of loop we were working with. I don't know how machine works. So
it's already synced up.
Yeah. So like in machine, you have to set a pattern. So like I would just pick a pattern and make a 4-bar pattern. And then it syncs and loop records, and I just loop recorded stuff in and then drag and drop.
Drag it out.
Yep.
As audio, right?
Yep.
Interesting.
Because does the MPC give you the ability to drag and drop individual stems out there? Yeah, that's what I did in mine. I just muted or basically soloed each thing that I wanted to drag out of there and drag and drop it right in.
Interesting.
Is drag and drop a term? Like, it feels weird.
Is it a
term? Drag and drop. Drag and dropped.
Getting some latency on that audio there on my end.
Oh.
Pause it. Drag and dropped.
Drag and dropped. Sounds like Dragon took a shit. The dragon dropped. Watch out for the dragon dropped.
Oh shit.
When's the mic stand get delivered, dude? So you don't have to sit there and hold the mic.
Dude, I can't wait. I was about to go to the studio and grab the spare one, but I just didn't have time. So I'm holding it, obviously.
Yeah.
So you guys can see. Good thing I only need one hand right now for the most part. So.
One hand jam. Yeah, that little pad or whatever. That little pad's kind of wavy. I kind of dig that.
I think it sounds super dope. I like it.
It's interesting. I find that a lot. Like I'll be messing around like when I get into like Machine or I get into Logic or something and play something and not have any idea as far as like what the tempo is going to be. And you'll play something and then you'll be like, okay, let me tap that out and see what that is. And then you play it at that tempo and you're like, shit, that sounds like nothing I was just doing.
It changes the whole beat. You're like, oh man, this didn't work out at all as how I expected it to.
Yeah, resample.
Right. So right now I'm loading up a snare sound into the MPC. I always like to start with like what's easiest. So like obviously the snare is pretty much the easiest sound that you're gonna lay as a part of your drums. Unless I do like a lot of times I'll just do kick snare together.
Yeah.
Just because it feels more natural and I'll just deal with the mixing later, like whatever. Like I'll just mix them both on the same track. Like
I agree. So now the important question is are you gonna normal time this or are you gonna half time it? Like where are we gonna go with this? Because it's 92, so.
Yeah, I mean like I'm probably gonna hit the 2s and 4s, and then like you can come behind and hit the offbeats.
Yeah.
Or like vice versa, I can hit like the tap 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 tap. I could do. But
now let's get a background and because I think if we try to go halftime and do 46 or whatever, that's gonna be way too slow.
Yeah, no. Or like try and do 184 or something like that. I'm not trying
we're not gonna go drum and bass?
No. I just hate the click, man. Like you could play it at 92. With 184.
Yeah. dare.
Don't you play me like that. Okay, there we go. Woo. It like glitched out for a minute. I'm sure the stream looks kind of weird. Like every time the window box kind of zooms out of Ohm, I'm moving one of the plugins around.
Oh.
Oh no, it glitched out again. Oh no. Hopefully I can like exit out.
That might have been my fault. I opened up another instrument on there. I probably should have held out on that, but it's all good.
No worries. We're back in the game. And we're gonna export that out. Is there no, there's not audio track on there. I thought I made one. Maybe I didn't. I'll make one now. Yeah, so it does seem pretty easy. I wish you guys could see my MPC, but basically all I'm doing is dragging and dropping the file out of the MPC and putting it directly into Ohm, like so. Bam. Easy little snare hits.
Easy peasy.
Nothing crazy. This is actually really cool. I'm not even gonna like. We haven't been through this whole process. Usually, I'm like trying to figure out OBS or some shit like that, and you're creating, or like we're having technical difficulties one way or another. But this is dope.
Let's see what kind of drum sounds I can come up with to go with this.
So I left the port open too.
Yeah, I see that.
I put the link to Ohm in the description. If you've made it this far, I really hope you've read the description by now. But just in case you didn't, the link to Ohm will be in the description. You can use this software and make music with your friends, just like we're doing. And if you do, let us know, man, in the comments, and maybe we'll have you on. We can work something out so you can be on, and we can all make these, because it's only been us two ever, so we'd love to get a third person in here. If not, we'll keep doing our thing. You guys keep watching. It is what it is. Yeah, but this is Ohm, man. I'm super excited. Super excited that this is actually working. Fingers crossed. Ohm has treated us well.
Ooh. I might go with something else besides what I got going. Ooh.
I can hear your button click so much.
I'm loud with my button click. I'm like,
I like it though, because I can tell what you're trying to play. I just can't hear like exactly what it is.
Panic mode.
No. We're gonna do tutorials based on what we do here. So our tutorials will be focused more on like the mixing side and kind of like the after production sort of process that we go through. So look out for those. It's going to be on the Audio Files channel as well. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to upload the audio only version to SoundCloud. I'm pretty sure I am, and just see how it goes. It's probably not gonna play all that well because you need the visual aspect to really kind of understand what we're doing. However, I know that we have people that listen on SoundCloud, so I don't want to leave them out. So yeah, look look out for those soon. And there's something else I was gonna say. I can't quite remember. So SoundCloud, yeah. Oh, and the archive episodes, I promise are coming. And as you can hear, Dustin just added the accent snares. I like that. Yeah, I like those. What I don't like is that phone is glitchy right now. You gonna add the kick?
Maybe. Let me see what I got here. Yeah, this kick's all right. Let's see.
Look for it.
I gotta put both earphones on so I can hear this kick.
I'll do that.
Damn it, machine. Select everything.
Machine's not reading right now.
Yeah, the one thing I might go on a minor tangent here regarding machine, but like when it comes to selecting like the MIDI notes on there, at least on the MK1, it's not that great. Like if you've selected something with the mouse and then you're playing something in, like I don't know, there's probably a way that you could just hit like a MIDI pad and have it select what you want it to. But in this case, it doesn't all the time, and you gotta go. There's just extra button clicks involved. You gotta hit select, and then you gotta hit events. So if somebody knows a way around that, drop some knowledge on me. I really, at some point, I think I may upgrade to the studio if I don't look at going into the MPC Live. But we'll see. Like I am kind of a native fanboy, I guess. I mean, I'm not like. Yeah.
Complete though. So
Yeah. Yeah, and I do rock the complete keyboard, which I fucking love the complete keyboard. Just because it works so flawlessly with everything that's native.
Right. Yeah. And that the complete control would be like to have that and the machine. That's like
It's
like a dream setup right there.
it kind of is, like, no lie, and like with the complete control software, when you're in machine, like you can bounce back and forth between them and like hit the browse and doom, you're right in the menu. So yeah, it's pretty legit, and the ARP function is nice on the complete control. So yeah, if anybody wants to know more details about the complete control, you can hit me up, because I'll sell you on it. I'll do it.
Alright, I'm gonna figure out some hats. I'm gonna have to drop the mic.
Put the mic down.
Put the mic down.
Yeah, it's just grooving right now. I'm not mad. Yeah. See, that's when producers know they got some shit going. They start rapping to their own beats. Hey, 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 hey. I promise you, I'm not retarded. Kinda, but not fully retarded.
It's tough right now because the software is kind of being laggy. Which I don't blame it. I mean, I got like OBS open.
we got
3 instances of Serum online.
got got some
MPC.
shit going right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. So, let's see about an audio track here. Let's see if we can figure something out. Okay. Yeah, let's add an audio track. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to drag and drop this. Okay. All right. Some Traptastic hats for you.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, like.
And I will warn people right now, man, if you're using Machine in OBS or OBS, fucking all
It's
yeah.
tough, right?
Well, yeah, they're so goddamn close, man. If you're using it in Ohm or in Logic, make sure you save your Machine sessions because it doesn't always save the whatever you were working with. So like if you load something up and got some MIDI in there, I mean obviously it's pretty easy to come back and find most of your stuff most of the time, but I did close out of some sessions and I was like, shit, what kit was I using?
That is a good point. I'm gonna save my shit right now.
Yeah. Yes, sir. The sounds of everything being saved.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like success to me.
That's right.
Hold on, man. What you figuring out for it right now, man? Walk us through it.
Let's see here. Hold on. I was trying to save my session. Pump the brakes, man. Pump the brakes.
Oh, Savo.
Problem is I got too many fucking drives, like partitions and shit on here. I can't remember where I save shit.
You partition your drives?
I do, because I have I have two 1 terabyte drives. So yeah, I definitely partition those just to break them up a little bit. I find it does help a little bit. Honestly, since I got my solid state drive, it's less because I mean the solid state drive takes a big chunk of like read write data away from everything else. So but yeah, I do partition my drives. I don't know if that's an old school Windows habit or what.
I was gonna say I don't know anybody that really partitions their drives that like in this space. Maybe IT wise, definitely.
Yeah.
But not in audio. I don't know. I've only partitioned when I was running like boot camp and I was running Windows on another partition, you know.
Yeah. That definitely makes sense. I've kind of always done it, and it was like I said, it was an old school Windows thing. Like I had a buddy that was an IT nerd, and he was like, "Hey, look, you got to partition your drives." And like, it probably wasn't even necessary, but
he learned about it and wanted to tell you that you had to do it.
Yeah, pretty. You know how IT guys are. You got to do this, man. You have to.
You're not doing it? Oh my god.
Oh my god. What are you doing with your life? Your drives are going to be messed up. They're going to be fragmented. You're going to have all sorts of problems. Yeah. So yeah, it's just kind of an old habit. And it's kind of a habit I want to kill. Like I honestly got to the point the other day where I was like, maybe I'll reformat my shit. No, and then I was like, no. Don't do that. Reformatting is that sounded like a terrible idea.
Right.
All right, let's see
That's a lot of work.
Let's see what we got with these hats right here. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, right. That's right. It's sort of like
we gotta turn those down a little bit though.
Oh, for sure, we gotta turn them down. But it feels like this could be used in like a commercial or some shit like that. Like
yeah.
Like some licensing sort of deal.
Yes, sir. Man, and you know that still pisses me off with Ohm that I can't like grab all of these tracks and just drag the volume down on all of them equally at the same time.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. Okay, I'll live. Anyways, moving on. Let's get. So what do we think? Like an 808, or do we want like a sub in there? Let's play this. I think if it's at, yeah, I was gonna say if it's an 808, I think we need it to have some bendy too to it. No,
for sure. I think that would work.
Let's see what I got here. What's your favorite 808 library right now?
I have some 808s that actually I got from at DJ Ad McCree.
Okay.
Those Metro Boomin 808s are cool. I have some DJ Mustard 808s that are cool. I have some Willpower. I don't know if he put any 808s in that pack, but I just like his drums. I've been using a lot of his drums. I think there's an 808 in there that I use.
Nice.
But those are like my main ones.
Yeah.
All Illminds, all sub everything though.
Oh yeah, all sub everything.
It's so good.
I tried to load it in there. Do we not?
What do you? Oh,
man, Echo Soundworks put out an 808 kit that's pretty dope. It was all in Contact. What was the other one that I had too? From I'm trying to blank on the site. It was like 808 Warfare was the name of the the Contact library. That's pretty decent. The thing that I'm about to shit on them real quick. The thing that pisses me off about their 808s is there's clicks at the end of them. Like they didn't like most of them are, pretty drawn out, and I haven't run into any issues yet where it actually comes into play and has hurt me. But like I've been fucking around and playing, and some of the shorter ones it does come into play where it clicks on you, man. Like you get to the end and it's like that's not cool.
It's not cool at all.
Nobody likes that.
That's not cool at all. I hate it when samples have that too. Like when you buy a sample pack and it's like, or it's like an odd length. It's like a 3-bar loop or something weird. I'm like, come on, man. You couldn't have made this a 2-bar loop for me? You're going to make me figure it out. Or it like starts on the 4 and then it's like the rest of the loop is, you have to like rearrange it and shit. I hate that.
Did we reach some type of track count here?
Did we? Can we not add any more tracks than 12?
I can't seem to get a. Well, let me try something besides Contact then. Whoops. Oh shit! I can't add that on an audio track. I just want that in between here. Go right there. No. Okay. So maybe Contact's just being a pain in the ass tonight, or what? That's unfortunate.
Come on, Contact.
Quit fucking around. That's where all my 808. That's where all my 808 libraries are, man. Come on.
That's where they all live, man.
Oh, there we go. Whew.
Got it.
Oh goodness.
Oh, with the legit scare.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, it's been pretty good though.
Yeah, it's
knock on wood. Hold on.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Hanging out. I don't know if this is wood. Well, it's some kind. It might be like
Formica.
Dude, if anybody's still watching, yeah, we're just talking shit.
Dude, I know. I was like, you're a beast if you made it this far.
Yeah,
we love you if you made it this far through this shit.
Thank you. Shout out to you. Put your name in the comments, and we will definitely give you a shout out on the next video for real.
Straight up, yeah. If you made it an hour in, we're an hour in right now.
I will plug you on Twitter. I will plug you on Instagram. I'll plug you anywhere if you've made it this far.
Straight up.
Yep. Devious_DB. That's all my socials.
Yep.
I got all my shit lined up at this point.
Oh, did you? No one had that?
No, not on any of them. The only my Twitter one had been that for like a long time. But Instagram let me change it, and then YouTube I'm Devious Decibels, but yeah. But that's another situation. But yeah, on Twitter, Instagram, they're the same. Which those two line up, I'm good, straight with that.
Nice. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Trying to find your fucking handle. It was tough for me. It was real tough. I had to get creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I gotta unify my handles somehow though, because they're all different.
Yeah, that's
the most part.
pain in the ass, man.
Yeah, man. What are you gonna do?
Contact is not being my friend right now.
Oh no.
Man, so plug your man, your YouTube channel been blowing up, dude. I turned on the notifications today, buddy, so I know when they're coming right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm uploading every day for
Yes,
the most
sir.
part. So, and I don't know when it's gonna end. It's gonna end once I sell some fucking music.
That's
Let's
right.
just put it like that. I'm gonna upload every day until something happens.
Yep.
So follow me on YouTube, Wyatt Earp Music. You could find me on Instagram. I'm super active on Instagram at @ds_Wyatt Earp. That's D as in dog. I kind of feel like we should just end it here, bro. Like, this is a beat enough. We need a
Yeah.
bass line.
Yep.
Like, we'll figure it out. Right now, Contact's being a bitch. We're an hour in. We're
Yeah.
already plugging our socials.
That's
This
right.
feels like a natural end.
This feels like a smooth ending right here. I think we're good to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys got to see Ohm. This is Ohm in action. It's
The
what he
creative
can do.
process too, man.
Yeah, that too, 100%. Like, as you can see, it does have its issues, like we've always said. But like, look, we made something. It's dope.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hit us up on our socials. Plug your shit one more time, Dustin.
Yeah. At devious_DB on Instagram and Twitter. Hit me up. Give me a follow. I'll follow back. I'll talk with you. Yeah. Let's chop it up and let's stay creative, people.
Yeah. And you could find the audio files on Instagram at the Audio Files Podcast, on SoundCloud and Facebook at the Audio Files Podcast, and on Twitter, TAFPODD. That's TAFPod for all of you non-spellers. You can find me on Instagram at @DS_Wyatt Earp, SoundCloud @DS_Wyatt Earp, Facebook Wyatt Earp, and YouTube Wyatt Earp Music. See, I gotta get a handle on that.
Yeah, got to get that under control. Got to get it under control, man.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna sit here and watch the wheels of Contact and Ohm Studio turn as the wheels turn.
And next time you see us, we're gonna play some games. So
Yeah.
get ready for that. That
Yes,
should be
sir.
interesting.
Yeah, things are gonna get dicey around here.
Yeah. All right, man.
Peace.
See you later.